Hi there, Sandra here from the Schwowin's Nest. Thanks for joining me today. I am so happy to be announcing a challenge that I am hosting along with Catherine from A Perfect Place to Start. We are doing a Fall Modern Colors DIY challenge. It's on September 15th, 2020 at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here are the rules. We want you to create a home decor piece using the colors green, gray, and white. You can include other colors too, but we just want to make sure that you have our three colors included in your DIY item. You can do a dollar store DIY, trash to treasure, a thrift flip, use your stash, or purchase new items. Whatever you want to do is totally fine. Rule number 2 is mention our channels in your video and include our channel links and the playlist link down in the description box. Rule number 3, include the title Fall Modern Colors DIY somewhere in your title. Number 4, use the hashtag Fall Modern Colors DIY 2020 in the description box. 5, upload your video to the playlist on September 15th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link for collaborators to add their videos to the playlist will be in the description box of our challenge videos posted on September 15th at 11 a.m. We won't be posting our playlist link any earlier than 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The most important thing is we want you to have fun and enjoy yourself. And if you have any trouble uploading your video to the playlist link, just let us know and we'll help you out. It shouldn't be a stressful thing to do. We want it to be exciting and fun. Today's video is all about using some dollar store items and some inexpensive materials to create a really pretty neutral fall farmhouse decor piece. I'm starting off with this candlestick from the Dollar Tree and some acrylic paint, which was also from the Dollar Tree, which I added some baby powder to. Now, this creates somewhat of a chalk paint. And it's really easy to use, really easy to make. So if you don't want to go out and spend the big bucks on real chalk paint, you can use this for all of your home projects, and it looks just as good as real chalk paint. It's a mixture of acrylic paint, 2 parts, and 1 part baby powder. It has to be talc baby powder. You don't want to use cornstarch because cornstarch is way too slippery. If you want to see the full tutorial, I'll link that video down in my description box, and I'll also have the chalk paint recipe in my description box too. While the candlestick dries, I'm going to work on this Dollar Tree wood pumpkin. It's really cute the way it is. Of course, these sparkles are not my style, so I'm just taking some sandpaper and just sanding them off just so they don't get all over the place. And then I'm going to also give this a couple of coats of my DIY tan chalk paint. These 2 little pumpkins were a purchase off of Amazon, and it was, I believe, $13 for a pack of 12. So that's actually less expensive than if you would find them at the Dollar Tree. First, I decided to just do some dry brushing so some of that orange would show through, but I didn't like the look of that. These Amazon store pumpkins, I don't think I would purchase this brand again because every time I paint them with a light color, the orange just comes right through. So what I decided to do is take some dark gray from Folk Art and paint them with a dark gray color instead of the tan. The candlestick is dry, and now I'm going to take that same dark gray and dry brush it right on top of the tan. What's going to happen is all of those ridges are going to come out, and it actually looks like the ribs on a pumpkin, so it kind of looks cool. So I'm just going to continue this until I get the look that I want. The wooden pumpkin's dry now too, so I'm going to do the same gray dry brushing on it. I'm going to do one more step to distress this pumpkin even further. With some sandpaper, I'm just going to go around those edges and reveal some of the black that's underneath. It's just going to add to the rustic farmhouse look of this pumpkin. Now I'm going to write some words onto this pumpkin, and I'm just going to put down pumpkin spice. I'm going to start about halfway down the pumpkin. I want the words to be sort of down the bottom. And the word pumpkin I'm going to do in a little bit of a Ray Dunn font. You can see here that I am just using a regular Sharpie black permanent marker. So you don't have to have any fancy craft pens or paint pens or chalk pens to be able to do crafts at home. You can use anything you've got around the house. This is a fine point. So after I'm done going through this, I'm going to actually go over the letters one more time and make them a little bit thicker. For the word spice, I'm just going to do a freehand simple script. So just a little bit of some fancier letters. You could just handwrite it as well, or you could print something off on your computer and then transfer the design over. But I'm pretty good with doing my fonts, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. And then again, I'm going to go through the letters one more time and make them a little thicker. To make the letters look more professional and high-end, I always thicken up the downstroke. So whenever you're writing something, if the stroke is going down, you make that thicker. If the stroke is going up, you leave that thin. So you'll see a little bit of a pattern happening, like the A's and the C's they're all going to be thicker on the left-hand side of the word. I'm also going to add some shadow lines to the right hand of each letter, and that's also going to help to make it look more modern, more high-end, and give it more dimension. So I thought I was going to leave that little bit of raffia on the top there, but I decided I didn't like that. So I'm just taking some twine and wrapping it around, making the bottom part of that little wooden stem a little bit thicker. And I'm just going to tie it off in a simple knot. Now I'm going to take some additional twine and just make a few loops, cut them so they're strands, and then tie it in the middle to make somewhat of a bow, but I don't like bows, so that's why I'm cutting these pieces so they're just straight strands. And I'm going to hot glue that down onto the pumpkin stem. I'd like to say thank you to all of my current subscribers and those of you who have been with me since the beginning. I really appreciate your support. My channel's really starting to grow, and I can't thank you enough for that. Here's another great Dollar Tree find this year is this little 12-pack of acorns. I'm going to take one and glue it right below the twine. This is the inspiration piece for my neutral fall decor. It's a plastic platter that I found at Dollarama for $3. I'm going to actually glue the candlestick right onto the bottom of the tray, creating a pedestal tray for my display. Most of the time when I'm doing projects like this for myself, I only use hot glue because I have a tendency to take things apart from year to year. So I love this one this year, but next year I'll probably take it apart and make something new out of it. These pumpkins were a Dollarama find from last year, and I believe they were $1.25 a piece. I'm just taking my gray brush and the paint of whatever's left on it, and I'm just going through the grooves of the pumpkin just to give it a little bit more of a rustic look. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you go check out Catherine's channel. I will have her link down in my description box. If you like this kind of content, I'd love for you to hit that red subscribe button and the blue bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching.